감사합니다. Welcome to a new week on K-Culture Dive, where we dive deeper into the heart of Korean culture with K-entertainment issues, AI culture news, K-culture in photos, and today we'll have an expert's assessment on the recent comeback by BTS. And I'm your host, Kwon So-wa. Let's dive in. Joining me today is my co-host Bella Kim. Hello, Bella.
Hi, Soa. Happy Monday, Soa.
Happy Monday.
And happy Monday to everyone joining us today on K-Culture Dive. I'm Bella Kim, filling in for Walter today, here to co-host and bring you the latest K-entertainment stories, especially focused on K-pop today.
All right, Bella, let's kick off with K-Enter headlines then. So a new week means new BTS updates.
Of course.
And it looks like they are making huge waves around the world on the charts with their latest release.
Yes, definitely. So BTS have once again proven their global power by topping both the US and UK charts with their latest album, Arirang. The group's new album has simultaneously claimed the #1 spot on the Billboard 200 and the official albums chart. According to Billboard, Arirang debuted straight at #1 on Billboard 200 on Monday. And this is the 7th time that BTS have topped Billboard 200, further solidifying their record-breaking run. In addition, Arirang also topped the UK's official albums chart, as it also debuted at #1 on the Top 100. This marks their 3rd chart-topping album following Map of the Soul, Persona, and also Map of the Soul 7. Meanwhile, the title track of the album, Swim, entered the official singles chart at #2, setting a new personal best for the group. This surpasses their previous peak of #3 with their hits like Dynamite, Butter, and also My Universe. In addition, 2 more tracks from the album, Body to Body and FYA, also made the Top 100, bringing the total to 3 charting songs on the UK singles chart.
And we'll talk more BTS with David Kim in a bit.
Course.
But before that, Bella, we have more K-pop artists making headlines with big, major achievements.
Right.
And I hear a handful of them won at this year's iHeartRadio Music Awards. So who are we starting with?
We're going to start with Rosé from Blackpink. At 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards held in Los Angeles last Thursday, she took home 2 awards, Best Collaboration and K-pop Artist of the Year, with her hit single, of course, 아파트, 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 playing right now in the back, featuring Bruno Mars. The iHeartRadio Music Awards, which began in 2014, recognized the most played songs and artists across the platforms, radio stations, and its app in the US. 아파트 has continued to perform strongly on major music charts, breaking multiple records since its release. Notably, Rosé became the first K-pop artist to win Song of the Year at the 2025 MTV Video Music Awards, and also the first to win a trophy at this year's Brit Awards.
And who else shined at the awards?
Well, I can tell you that K-pop had plenty of wins. First, let's start with the Netflix hit animation K-pop Demon Hunters became a triple crown winner. The girl group in the film Huntrix won Duo Group of the Year, and the album's original soundtrack album also won Favorite Soundtrack, and its hit song Golden was awarded K-pop Song of the Year, completing a 3-award sweep. Let's also talk about other artists. Along with Rosé, another Blackpink member, Jennie, won K-pop Album of the Year with her first full-length solo album, Ruby. In addition, K-pop Group of the Year went to Stray Kids, while the K-pop Best New Artist Award was presented to Cortis.
Wow, congratulations to all of the K-pop artists there. And thank you very much, Bella, for those updates.
Yes, I'll stick around.
Yes. And now, time to go over to our AI anchor, Arirang, for more on the culture front. Arirang.
Thanks, Soa. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. Novelist Han Gang is once again sweeping bookstores after winning another prestigious literary award, following her 2024 Nobel Prize in Literature. According to online bookstore Yes24, sales of her novel, We Do Not Part, jumped nearly 5-fold in a single day after it became the first Korean novel to win America's National Book Critics Circle Award last Friday. Both the Korean edition and its English translation quickly climbed bestseller charts. Tomo Book Center also reported a sharp spike, with combined online and offline sales of the book surging nearly 4.5 times on Friday from a day earlier. First published in 2021, We Do Not Part tells the story of the Jeju April 3rd incident through the perspectives of 3 women. It was translated by Won and Paige Anaya Morris. On the final Sunday of March, mild spring weather drew crowds to scenic spots and festivals nationwide as people set out to savor the season just ahead of peak bloom. Changwon in Gyeongsangnam-do Province was packed with visitors from across the country for the Jine Kunhangje Festival, Korea's largest cherry blossom celebration. Festival goers immersed themselves in a sea of pink blossoms while taking in a wide range of programs. At Everland in Yongin, where the Tulip Festival is in full swing, visitors lingered among vibrant flower fields, capturing the moments in photos and embracing the colors of spring. On Jeju Island, the Seogwipo Canola Flower International Walking Festival invited participants to wander through golden canola fields, taking in the island's landscapes while experiencing the season's warmth. Seongsu-dong in Seongdong-gu District was one of the biggest beneficiaries of the March 21st BTS concert at Gwanghwamun Square. According to the government's tourism statistics, the district saw the sharpest increase in the number of foreign tourists on the day of the concert, jumping 53% compared to last year, outpacing Gwanghwamun and nearby Myeongdong. Spending also rose sharply in the trendy district, with fashion platform Musinsa reporting nearly a 70% on-year jump in foreign sales at its Seongsu store, while its Myeongdong branch saw an increase of just over 40%. Seongsu-dong is increasingly positioning itself as a go-to destination for Seoul's contemporary fashion and lifestyle scene. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
A single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-Culture in Photos. Let's read this word together. 나들이. In Korean, 나들이 refers to a casual outing, a chance to step outside, enjoy the season, and take a break from daily routines. With the arrival of spring, many people in Korea are heading out for 나들이, especially to historical palaces. Each season brings a different charm, but in spring, these palaces become especially picturesque. What's also striking is the number of international visitors dressed in hanbok, enjoying their own spring outing in these traditional settings. And when it comes to spring outings, nothing quite compares to flower trips. From bright yellow canola fields in Jeju Island to quiet moments in blooming gardens, people fully embrace the season. In one scene, children proudly show off rings they've made out of flowers, while in another, a group of women stroll through fields of blossoms, taking in the beauty at their own pace. So, where would you go for your spring 나들이? Take a look at the stunning view stretching across the sea. This is Cheongna Bridge in Incheon, already impressive on its own. But here's the twist. Did you know you can actually experience something thrilling right on this bridge? This is called an edge walk at a height of over 180 meters above sea level. Visitors step outside the observatory, secured with safety harnesses, and even lean back over the edge. And it sounds terrifying, but look at their faces. They actually seem to be enjoying it. Now, look at these photos. They almost seem like they are dancing, with trained staff guiding every step, sometimes even striking playful poses with experience feels both safe and surprisingly fun. And it's not just about the edge walk. During its opening, the bridge even hosted marathons and other events, bringing people together in a truly active way. So this isn't just a bridge you cross, it's a bridge you experience. Now here's something you don't see every day, a wide open beach, the ocean stretching out in front and right under grass, outdoor fitness equipment. Welcome to the Ocean Gym in Gangneung. It's a unique space where nature and everyday life come together. Let's take a closer look. You'll find people of all ages working out here, from seniors building strength to kids playing nearby. And over there, a little girl watches her dad exercise with her mom. Maybe she's cheering him on or making sure he's doing it right. It almost feels like a small everyday moment unfolding by the sea. And once you're done working out, don't forget, this place also doubles as a perfect photo spot with swings facing the sea and a playful heart-shaped sculpture. It's a space where fitness meets fun. Who knew a gym could come with a view like this? It might just be the most refreshing workout you'll ever have. This may look like ordinary trash bags. In Korea, they are called 종량제 bags, and you can easily find them at supermarkets or convenience stores. But recently, these everyday items have been making headlines. Concerns over supply shortages have grown as the main material used for them has been affected by instability in the Middle East. Local governments, however, say they are securing enough supply to prevent any major disruption. And speaking of these bags, they are actually a key part of Korea's waste system. Separating recyclables has become a part of daily life, not only for adults, but also among children. You'll often see people carefully sorting plastics, food waste, and general trash, a small habit that reflects a broader awareness of sustainability. So even something as simple as a trash bag can tell you a lot about everyday life in Korea. Peaceful outings, thrilling moments, everyday lifestyles, and even sustainable habits. Each snapshot reveals a different side of life in Korea.
BTS have returned with their fifth full-length album, Arirang, which is doing amazing on the charts as we reported before and drawing global attention with performances at Gwanghwamun Square and in New York. Today, we take a closer look at the comeback and the fan response with David Kim, content creator and adjunct professor at Kyungil University. Welcome back, David.
Hi, David.
Hello, glad to be back.
All right, David. So the BTS comeback is drawing huge attention. And based on what we've seen so far, what would you say? Is the fifth album having already a successful start?
Oh, well, successful would be an understatement, I would say. Well, actually, today, real time, it debuted #1 on the Billboard 200. So that's a great start. It's expected to debut as #1 on the Hot 100 as well, too. So we'll be on the lookout for that. But in a nutshell, I would say it's definitely the return of the Kings. Any concerns about their hiatus were all just wiped out. And I would say the Gwanghwamun performance, it was definitely very iconic. Massive amounts of people just gathered at Gwanghwamun. It was a historic performance. They just showed their capabilities over there. And according to HYBE, a staggering amount of 100,000 people gathered apparently on the site. So that was definitely very iconic. On top of that, for the people like me who were afraid of crowds, watched on Netflix, and according to Netflix, the live stream peaked at 18.4 million concurrent viewers, ranking #1 in 24 countries globally. That is amazing. So on top, in terms of sales right now, the album is doing great. We are currently well over 4 million copies just in Korea for the first week of sales. More is to be expected definitely globally as well too. And the digital power has been proving BTS's influence so much. The music video title song Swim has hit 12.6 million views in just the first 5 hours of its release, and now it's currently racing towards 80 million views. That is insane. So definitely on Spotify, iTunes, all of these music charts, they are ranking #1. So yeah, it's more than a successful start.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah.
Definitely, because we talk about BTS nonstop since they made a comeback in K Entertainment segment as well. So we can definitely feel their successful comeback. So we want to now talk about the comeback performance itself. So they've performed at Gwanghwamun Square and also in New York as well with Spotify. So and the two stages had very different vibes. So can you tell us how they differentiated and what messages each of the stage conveyed?
Yes, so we can see they've been definitely very busy from Korea to the US, and they're already back in Korea. As for the Gwanghwamun stage, I would say they have sent out a message that they are back to their roots. So it is the perfect moment, the perfect stage culturally and historically. They performed at the heart of the soul. So it was a declaration that our foundation is Korea. So whereas when they were at New York, it was more of a little bit of a modern pop artist kind of moment. They looked very trendy and more US friendly. And also what we have to actually look into the US performances, not only were they very modern pop stars, but if you look at the accessories or the details of their outfits, they were very Korean inspired. They actually wore accessories like the Korean traditional norige, which caught a lot of media attention. So even when they were promoting in the US, they were, channeling back to their roots. Yeah.
Right, and speaking of roots, roots and identity, those are some words that BTS often mention also in interviews, and their fifth full-length album is called Arirang. We've been talking about this before, but David, why do you think they chose to come up with this album at this point of their career?
Yes, so speaking of this point of their career, it is right after their military service. So after the long tunnel of that military service, I think reuniting as a full group, they deeply contemplated on the essence of what their identity is. So they talk about identity a lot, and RM actually mentioned on a Weverse Live, after thinking and discussing amongst the members, they concluded that the strongest keywords that binds them and identifies them is being Korean. We are Korean. We are just countryside boys from, Korea. So I think they felt Arirang was the perfect word that could express them, and he also mentioned that it's a reinterpretation of Arirang. It's also the culmination of the Korean culture, but it's also themselves as a mature being, just showing Korean culture to the world as well. So I think it's now an evolution from the past BTS to a 2.0. They focused a lot on the adult selves, the post-military era. Their songs have matured a lot too if you listen to it. And if you look at the title song, Swim, it's very interesting because it's very different from their past title songs. The main message in Swim is definitely that life is like swimming. There's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of waves hitting you, but despite that, you just keep paddling through all those life choices every moment. And one thing to actually look into the music video is that there is a beautiful woman that appears as the main protagonist, and that is actually the representation of ARMY, their fandom. So they're saying that, ARMY is the one that they're sailing with and keeps them afloat in the rough seas. So that is very heartwarming. And one interesting fact also is that the concept Arirang was proposed apparently by Chairman Bang Si-hyuk himself. And Bang Si-hyuk saw this vision saying that right now is the time for the BTS members to take on this symbolic challenge to not only promote your music and creativity, but also shine Korea's heritage and Arirang as well, too.
I think that was a very good choice. I mean, someone else could have come up with that title, but I think it's good for BTS to have done that because of their big influence right now.
And I think those meaningful messages that they have in their songs is kind of what draws the fans, ARMYs, back to keep listening, to continue to listening to their songs as well. So now we want to talk about the album as well, but a little bit on the little different sides. There's also been some discussions among Jin and the album credits. So what's the context? Please tell us about what it's about and the reaction that you're seeing about this.
Yes, there's definitely a slight concern or controversy regarding Jin and his name being not included in the song credits. Apparently, it was revealed that during the LA song camp where the BTS members all gathered to produce the songs and write them, Jin was on tour. He was on his solo tour and he arrived late. And also because of the tour, he was exhausted and not in optimal condition. So it was more of like a consideration towards Jin's from the members. And also some fans kept on going, still you could have waited a little bit for him to arrive, but RM reassured that nothing was very wrong with the procedure, and Jin was very happy, and like he was the core and held the BTS members all together as well too. So definitely in the inside there's nothing wrong going on. I think most importantly these might be valid questions from the fandom, especially Jin fans, in care for him. However, most importantly, the thing that Jin is happy and very active with the current performances and comeback is the most important thing. And also, I think we should focus a little bit more on the members' words themselves than actually projecting thoughts or creating controversies among the album. So if you look at the Netflix documentary that came out recently, they actually show a lot of the inside conversations and Jin's activities and participation on the album as well.
Right. I think it even almost starts with the part where Jin comes back to his other members after his tour.
Yes.
Yeah, let's now talk about you a little bit, David,
Okay.
and your real-time reaction video of the album, which I really enjoyed watching.
Oh my gosh.
So were there any tracks or moments that stood out to you? And tell us a bit about the fan response as well.
Yeah.
Maybe your fans as well.
I am a huge ARMY. It's a very difficult question because every time I hear this album, it's been on repeat for a week now, and my favorite song keeps on changing. I think the reason is it feels like me to like a high-end buffet. There's so much variety. It's so experimental. It's so different from their past tracks. The sound density, the quality is just amazing. I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's one of their best albums ever. My favorite track is definitely Body to Body. I'm a hype guy. I really like it, not only because of the hype club beat, but also there is the Arirang sample entirely included in the song, which makes it culturally significant. So it's incredibly hip and sexy at the same time. But as I said, my ranking keeps on changing. If I were to pick my top 5, it would be like Body to Body, Fire, Aliens 2.0, Hooligan, Swim, and Like Animals, basically the whole album. Yeah, basically. But I do think one thing we need to spotlight is this unique track called Number 29. I don't know if you've heard it, but
I have.
Yes, it samples the sound of the divine bell of King Seondeok, and it creates this very sacred atmospherical vibe and pause in the middle of the album. It kind of serves like an intermission onto the more emotional and sensitive songs. So I think that was a very bold move. It was very experimental, and ARMYs have a goal to actually list it on the charts, and that's going to be very interesting to watch. Yeah.
I thought that was genius.
It was genius.
I mean, before the next track came out, I was just thinking, oh, maybe they did something on purpose to have a little just quiet rest in between. But then I listened closely to it, and then I heard the nature sound. And now, after your interpretation, many more people will be more interested in this song, I guess.
Yes.
But I do have to really, I'm on the same page with you that my favorite songs keep changing.
I know.
I also want to mention Normal is also one of my favorite ones because I think you didn't mention that one. But
Oh yeah, it was there.
yes, it was there. Yes,
I know.
definitely.
And speaking of reactions related to the album, there has been also some mixed reactions on the album regarding the title track's tone and also relatively low Korean lyrics in the album as well. So tell us about this as well.
Yes, there definitely have been mixed reactions. I think that's also valid reactions too, because it's way different from what they actually showcased in the past. So especially for the title track Swim, when it got released, people were like, oh, wow, this is a long-awaited comeback. We did not expect such a very mellow and slow-tone song. They expected something very hype and dance core. So I think that was like a natural reaction. I myself, when I was doing my first reaction, thought Body to Body or Hooligan would have been a better title track. And on top of that, as you mentioned, when the Arirang title of the album was released, people thought it would be a very traditional Korean track with a lot of Korean lyrics, a lot of references to the Korean heritage and stuff, but it was totally different. So people were initially thinking, oh, what's this disconnect with the album concept and whatnot. But however, surprisingly enough, after watching the documentary, it was was revealed that the members had the exact same concerns and exact same reactions as the public right now. What we're talking about the Korean lyrics, about the album concept, about Swim, they were all debated and conflicted about it. So yeah, I think it's a natural reaction. Nevertheless, ARMY is strong, BTS is strong, so they're just topping all these charts, and I think it's a masterpiece at the end. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
It was really a pleasant surprise to have the part of Arirang inside Body to Body, because we thought because they don't have a track that's actually called Arirang, that they might not have that Arirang folk song in there.
Right.
But last but not least, David, you're going to go to the Goyang concert.
Yes.
So what are you looking forward to the most?
Oh, wow. It's in a week, approximately, and I think seeing the ARMY bombs just sync all together, shine in rainbow colors, and the fan chants happening, just feeling the atmospherical vibes, them coming back after years, it's going to be phenomenal. I'm so ready to buy the merch, like the hoodies. I'm actually in my swim outfit today, as you noticed. The blue. So yeah, I am so ready. I still haven't got a hand on my ARMY bomb. That's very unfortunate. But still, there are rumors that the choreographies are going to be super dynamic. So I'm super excited about that. But I'm going to have a blast. Yeah.
So jealous.
And I'm so going to wait for your reaction on that concert as well. It's probably going to be different from the comeback stage, duration-wise probably, and I also hope that RM is going to be recovered from his injury so that he can dance with his members as well. Well, thank you very much, David, for today, and looking forward to next time.
Thank you, David.
And thank you, Bella, as always. We're going to have you back here tomorrow.
Yes, I'll see you back tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, and your interest in everything K-culture. Please tune in again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Korea time. Keep diving.
On the occasion of the 30th anniversary